white people. Watch this video, and I'll be right back.
He published a book called Race, Tendencies, and Traits of the American Negro, in which he lays out all the numbers, and then he concludes that if we simply avoided allowing black people to have any access to health care, that within 2 or 3 generations, the whole race would die out, and that would solve the race problem in America. When Teddy Roosevelt, 1912, proposed a national health care system, people said no because black people will get it. When Franklin Roosevelt proposed a national health care system, it was the same thing. We don't want black people to get it. When Truman tried it in 47, same thing. Don't want black people to get it. We have to figure out a way to keep black people from using Medicare. And the way that they came up with was to have a 20% hole, a gap in Medicare, so that you had to pay 20% of your doctor's bill and your hospital bill, and that would discourage poor black people from showing up at the hospitals. Nearly 100% of the reason why the United States is the only country in the world that doesn't define healthcare as a right is because of racism. He published a book called Race, Tendencies, and Traits of the American Negro.
How many times do I have to say this? Racism is a detriment to you white folks, poor white folks especially. Because of racism, you, poor white folks, can't even get good health care. Because they thought if they could deny health care to black people, that we would have been eradicated a long time ago. But hey, we still here. And they have not changed the rules. How crazy is that?
To you hypocrites, that when I speak the authentic African truth, it's racism. When I speak the authentic African truth, it's racism. But when black people are killed by police, when black people are overlooked for jobs, when black people are gentrified, when black people are mass incarcerated, when black people are presented in less than our best images on media, radio, TV, newspaper, you don't say nothing at all. No, you are the racists. You are the racists. You are the racists, you devils. You are the racist. And because you don't want to call truth, because you want to be in denial about the racism that is rampant in American society, you want to hurl false insults and accusations. But I'm here to tell you right now, I will not dance if I don't like the music. I will not scratch if I do not itch. And I will not smile if I am not happy. I want you to understand me, overstand me, and understand me today. I want you to understand me, overstand me, and understand me today. I will not smile if it's not funny. I will not scratch if I'm not itching. And I will not dance if I don't like the music. This country is racist. It is built on racism. My ancestors built America. I said my ancestors built America. I said my ancestors built America, and we were not paid for it. We didn't get a retirement. We didn't get a pension. We didn't get a 401k. We didn't have no vacation days. We didn't get no labor laws. There was no civil rights laws. There was no human rights law. We built this country. That's right, brothers and sisters. The most oppressed, the most marginalized, the most discriminated against group in the world, in America, are the Africans, brothers and sisters. I'm not crying tears for nobody. I'm not crying tears for nobody. If I'm crying for African men, African women, African children, African elders. I'm not crying for nobody else. I wish you well. I have nothing against no non-African people. Because as the father of civilization, as the father of humanity, I will not disparage my non-African children. As the father of humanity, I will not disparage my non-African children. As the father of humanity, I will not disparage non-African children. But I'll tell you this, I will not allow non-African children to get away with thinking. I will not allow non-African children to get away with thinking that everybody else's problems are more a priority over African people. Them days is gone. Them days of us crying for everybody else is over with. The only tears I'm shedding are for African liberation. The only blood I'm shedding is for African liberation. And if you got a problem with that, so be it. If you got a problem with that, so be it. It is all Africans for every African, and every African for all Africans.